What's up, guys? Welcome to Dose Linear Gaming, and today we're reviewing another match of Six Siege, the board game, here on Clubhouse. So, once again, I'm defending, and once again, we played a random. So, I ended up getting Bandit, Mira, Maestro, Aruni, and Capcan. I think I had pulled a Rook, and I re rolled and got Mira, if I remember right. And then uh, my opponent Tex here has got Habana, IQ, Blitz, Flores, and Buck. And I think he re-rolled something. I don't remember what it was. But right off the rip, you'll see my first mistake. This video is a series of what not to do from my perspective. All right, go ahead
Um,
when you're ready.
right, I'm going to start with Buck, who's going to do a destroy action on this window here, face there, and then call line of sight on the Maestro.
Yeah, so even though it is a fake maestro, we still have given him free value by just
Uh,
being in a position where he could destroy, not face any risk in doing so, and get intel, right? Now he knows this is the real Maestro. He didn't have to use a drone. He didn't have to get a weird angle. He just spawned, destroyed, and left.
he is then going to go. One, two, three upstairs and contest. And
I will contest. I guess maybe I could have given it up, given that nobody can go up and down this round. And both of these are real, so I could have had one block for the other, but yeah, I didn't really want to give it up.
okay,
They roll the same dice. Yeah, I have one
two
less
reds and an
max health
orange.
than he does, but
Yep. Six.
he
So I
rolls
reroll.
slightly above average depending on what you look at an
Rerolling.
orange to be,
Rerolling the
but
same back.
same back, technically average on the dice. And unfortunately, I'm gonna roll
No, I went bid.
one
Move
less
up.
than he does.
Okay.
So
Back.
not only did we have a one health difference going in, but now I've left with a two health difference. It's a bummer, but it is what it is.
Uh, one, two, way more. Um,
So he goes upstairs with Flores, but
I'll leave it at that.
then he decides to Overwatch here. Personally, I would fight the Bandit again. The Bandit has one health, and you shoot first with a. Um, Still have your reroll, so with a red and an orange, you just need, again, that slightly above average roll on the orange, which is also kind of average. It's really orange dice are really awkward to describe in averages, but you just need of the two face of your um, average of this dice, and you have the reroll if you don't get it, and that's if I can test you. I only have one health, so really that's a huge risk. It's very likely that I would give it up in that position, again because you shoot first, so my dice don't matter at that point if I'm just dead. Um, So then you'd be able to have control of this area. And sure, I could have Capcan contest you for it, I guess. But you could take over that. I guess you've already done another action by placing that. So, I mean, you would at least force Capcan's Overwatch. And you would also remove bandits. So, I mean, just something you could do. And heck, if I'm stupid and I contest you for it, then it could just be a straight up kill for you.
No.
Okay. Two. So only in the Aruni. I go over here to try to give some backup for later when I want to swap these Overwatches around. So now I have another potential threat looking this way. Let's stay there. And I think that'll be it. Now, this is a case where I think I missed something, which is not going to be new. I probably should have just activated Capcan now or banned it now. One of the two, and just get this Overwatch swap started, because at least me sitting here now, like, I know it needs to happen. And so I know that I was, a little tired or whatnot for this game, but we're going to see a plethora of mistakes here. This is one of them, right? Like, I know that this needs to happen. I can at least do one part of it now. Probably both parts, really. And then, yeah, I can move the Capcan like I'm going to end up moving him later. Um, but I could have done this so that I don't have to waste anybody's activation. Um, I don't know. I don't remember if I end up moving with Maestro this round, but yeah, I mean, it would give me the option to be able to use everybody versus guaranteeing that somebody can't go when I know that there's things that need to happen.
That's it.
Yep.
Okay.
But I guess on the other hand, by waiting, I am giving myself the potential of, if one of these three get really aggressive, maybe I can make a play with my two runners that are above, or sorry, one runner and a 5 health. So I guess there is still some merit to not doing this trade off just yet, but I mean, looking at where these three are on the board and that there's a Claymore up here, it they'd have to do something really crazy. Like, more than likely, I'd have to fight Capcan off for this. I mean, I guess somebody could drop in here and sprint, but there'd have to be a huge mistake out here for me to punish when I know that something needs to happen here. So maybe it's a little of both. Maybe it wasn't the worst thing to wait. Maybe it was a bad idea, but I just see that as a one downside to what I chose to do.
Tristan, I'm getting cold. I'll start with Varna. So I was going to use one of her charges on this wall here. Blow it. She's then going to go 1, 1, sorry, lean 2.
Okay.
Overwatch. Um, oh. She's going to then do a destroy action on this door and then go 3, 4, 5. Blitz is going to go lean forward for 1. Hang on a second. Why'd you remove this door here?
Oh, what door do you mean? Sorry.
Uh, I, yeah, no, I took away that door.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, so he's leaning forward and overwatching, and IQ is destroying that one, hopping in. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, lean for 5.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, she's there.
Okay, a lot of things here. So it's a little counterintuitive, but given the state of the board, I think Blitz could actually go 1, 2, lean for 3 out here, And now in this position, Blitz is able to provide a little bit of help to anybody who may try to rotate. Aruni's already gone. If she hadn't, this would be a bad idea because it'd be her great long range dice versus his um, 3 yellows and an orange. Um, and I mean, they both have heavy cover, but she has crazy good dice for that. But she's already gone, and you get to go first next round. So because she's out of the picture, Mira at best is going to roll an orange and a red at you. But again, you shoot first, so you've got better than that. Well, arguably you have the same. No, yeah, you have better than that on average. So yeah, if you pop out this way, then you still apply pressure here, and when you do it in this way, this Capcan, even if he's real and he tries to run down on you, he will not be able to ever shoot your lean token um, without you taking a shot first. So from these angles, when I mapped it, he has to fully extend out to where you get the shot first before he can ever take a shot on you. So you could do that to provide a little bit more cover for your IQ from what's going to happen over the next couple rounds. I missed calling the reaction of the Capcan, which probably would have just been negated by IQ, but it would have locked him inside instead of being outside and spawn with arguably more options. But that doesn't end up mattering for the sake of this game. But it could. And if that wasn't IQ, then I'd miss calling it in general, and that could have been some damage. No problem. But then again, finally, I'm not usually a fan of using Frost or Capcan on runners, mainly because their health pool is already so low that it's fairly easy to one-shot them. I usually like using it against 6 health or 5 health operators just so I can bring them into that closer to one-shot kill range. Especially I think for his current lineup, he has no 6s, so my favorite target here would probably be Blitz because he's always giving himself some cover. So if I'm able to deny that, well, not deny that, but if I'm able to chip away at his health, then that helps me guarantee, or I say guarantee, helps make it more likely that when I do take a shot on him, that it will result in a kill. So normally in this situation with Capcom upstairs and currently safe, I may have, even if I'd been aware enough to call this, probably wouldn't have for that reason, just so I could get it out on, Blitz, Buck, and Flores, or just apply that pressure if I get somebody low, that whole thing. So now I'm trying to figure out what to do, and I decide to move this cap can 1, 2, 3, lean for 4, and look this way. Oh, and the upstairs cap can will take over Bandit's Overwatch. And now I do this move, um, activate Mira to go 1, 2, 3, 4, lean for 5. Now I'm able to do this uncontested again because he doesn't have this line of sight. So now I own this, right? Anybody who approaches this way is going to take my shot first. And assuming they're doing it close to the wall, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is a mid-range shot, and that's her good dice with 2 reds and an orange. So now this is my breach, right? Versus if Blitz is out here, then this is sort of Blitz's breach, right? He at least gets first dibs on any shot here. No fake operator would be able to wander this way because they just get revealed, and this would be the attackers. Now it's flipped back to mine, and then I will do. And this is where again, if I had just done this move already in the beginning, then I would be able to use both of these. But now I remember, I think I use Maestro, and I do nothing with Bandit because I'm worried about this flank, and I know that if I just overwatch this flank with Bandit, then they'll just uh, contest me with anybody. I have to give it up, and then they drop and kill Maestro. So I know that I need to move Maestro in this situation, but I didn't have to be in this situation. I could have done the swap. Heck, I could have swapped them 1 for 1, and then Maestro could still do what I'm going to do with Maestro, but at least there'd be an extra layer of protection versus what's going to end up happening to Maestro. On lean for 1, go 2, 3, 4, lean for 5, and forego Bandit's turn. Okay. Round 2.
Okay. Down for 1. Gonna go 2. Which fucking space is it? I think it's that one. Destroy action on there, and then call line of sight on the Aruni.
I'm pretty sure you have it.
Um, 1, 2. 3. Three, 4, 5. Uh, Blitz. 2. Think 1, 2, 3, 4 upstairs. There. And Buck is going to use ability pop a hole. So watch it.
Okay. I will activate Mira, reveal, and lean for 1, lean for 2.
Okay, I'm gonna take a shot, but it's a heavy cover, red, yellow, so well.
Would you like to reroll your yellow?
It would be nice, but no.
Okay. I will throw a nitro directly on top of IQ. Yeah, it gets
Yep.
exactly average, and then I get an above average
Oh.
nitro. Oh, very above average. That was a little extra lucky. Not that I needed it to be as big, but 1, 2. It's unlean for
1.
1. And yeah, we'll do this one. Go back, take the same position. So that's good. Like that's a good move. I know that at worst I take 2 damage, but realistically, I don't take damage or I take very little damage. And I know that I'm able to dish out again. Just a 1 above average nitro is going to get me the kill. So, pretty good there. And even if it doesn't get me the kill, as long as it gets me 2 damage, which would be below average, then if she wants to enter through that window, I can call the Capcan trap. And yeah, she's IQ, so she can start negating it, but I will guarantee that she has to use either one of her cubes or her one of her actions to avoid it. Otherwise, she just dies.
The dice aren't too bad, so I'll just
Her.
do a destroy action and
So then I gave it back to him again, which he only has Hibana left. So he only has Hibana left. I mean, once again, I could activate Bandit, and I could Overwatch this. Um, Instead, I'm going to end up overwatching this because Flora's dropped and that's still here on accident. But I really should have done this. I could have. I mean, at the end of the day, I guess I know that Maestro's probably not going to want to do anything, but what I didn't realize is that this Flores actually has line of sight to both spaces that Maestro is in. So Maestro can't really do anything. So I guess this isn't the worst. Let him do his turn, because even if I knew that they were watching, I wouldn't want to take these long range shots versus Flores' gun. Flores would get 2 oranges and a yellow. So, I mean, I guess it's kind of the same, but it doesn't really feel the same. I think it is tilted in his favor, and I guess I have um, more health than he does, and we both only have light cover. But it's not really an engagement that I want to have because if I shoot him, then I have to Overwatch, then take a second shot, and that's not worth it. So I guess this isn't bad. I know even if I knew this line of sight, which I had forgotten about for this game, I would still do nothing with Maestro. So I guess waiting to see if he
Do
makes a
a
mistake is fine.
destroy action and full line of sight on.
I assume the lean token. I can test. We
Yes.
draw it. There is no line of sight.
I think that's close enough to say that it isn't line of sight, is it?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be. I
Yeah,
don't think
no,
it would
not
be to either one. A very tiny
never mind.
bit peeked out of the
No, not.
corner, and
No,
especially
and it was the link.
especially with a thinner laser like the game actually would come with, would definitely be no line of sight.
So, like, I got fumbled up by you saying that. I kind of went, hang on a second. No, yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
yeah. So that's Overwatch then. Um,
Again, these are casual games, so we're not like tryharding. If you were tryharding in a tournament, then you would immediately probably take their last 30 seconds, leaving them with no time, leaving Hibana stuck here without being able to Overwatch. But unless there's money on the line, that's just kind of BM, I guess, in my opinion. Like, it's like, okay, yeah, they miscalled a line of sight that was extremely close, and now you're going to take away the rest of their turn so that they can't Overwatch. Like, that's a little rude.
who's left?
Nobody.
No, that was it. Because I had IQ. Right. Yeah.
Rude for a casual game. All right. We'll activate. Let's see. So I end up humming and hawing for quite a while here, and I think it's right about there. Let's activate Bandit and Overwatch. Oh, Flores is no longer upstairs.
Oh, right. Yep. Sorry. That's my fault.
No, you're good. I will Overwatch. I think I was probably thinking this is a fake cap can. If he drops this way, he can take into sight, like he could drone and push this way. But given that Blitz is above, I really needed to Overwatch this. That would have been honestly game changing if I had. So many things are game changing if I would have just done something different. But if Bandit Overwatch is here, you'll see in a minute why
with Bandit. Yep.
it's such a big deal. I'm forfeiting Maestro's turn, but we'll see if I even do anything with the others. Aruni at this point does still kind of need to hold this so she can hold out this window, so that Flores can't just walk in next turn. Yeah, guess I'm not. All right, I was probably gonna do nothing anyway. But round. Buck is the other one upstairs. Okay, so maybe it's not as quote unquote game winning as I thought, or game changing, but it would have changed a lot of this interaction and potentially would have cascaded differently.
Um,
So I did nothing with both of them. I'm fine doing nothing here. And yeah, I'm fine doing nothing with both of them. This fake Capcan is applying pressure on the breach. This real Capcan needs to protect their flank for sure. And Aruni does kind of need to hold, so he can't just go 1, 2, 3, destroy 4, 5, or just hold this window himself. Yeah, I kind of need to own that space.
I'll
Like,
start.
sure, it does allow him to push this way. So I could rotate her here, maybe blow the wall out now and Overwatch out. But yeah, I think this is still better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess Mira is kind of safe. Nobody can really push through. Well, yeah, Mira is safe in this position. Nobody is able to push through, even if somebody else comes and breaks this, and then he rushes in. So maybe it wouldn't be the worst for me to rotate here because I am the sniper. So if I retake this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I'm gonna have the better gun for it. And if they actually step in, then I can probably lean and get a no cover shot going. So they probably wouldn't want to do that. So yeah, maybe I should rotate a Rooney, break this now, and watch this way. But
Was
I don't know that that
let's
is the
go
biggest
get a flash
mistake
there.
out of
You want to drop
everything in
your
this
timer
game.
down to? What, sorry?
We want
No, gang.
Maestro. Fix his
Yes.
timer, and let me
Is
back
you correct?
that up. Yeah, okay.
Two? No, gang. That's only 26. 3, 4, 5, 6. Is you correct?
Yeah, okay, so you flash Maestro. So Bandit
Yep.
uses his ability to flash Maestro.
Um, he's then just going to jump down.
Okay. Bandit drops down. I roll no damage
Nothing.
because of the shield.
I'll then take one step forward.
Once again, roll no damage with the shield.
Nothing. And then I will take a shoot action. Yep.
However, if it was Buck that had to drop, then my first roll was what, 1 damage? Yeah. So Buck only has 3 health to play with. So would Buck have even dropped down? Probably not. What would have probably happened is Buck would have contested the Overwatch of Bandit. Had I done the right thing, I would have given it up. And then Blitz would then be able to drop and do this. His back is covered. Um, but then I would have forced Buck's entire turn. And then on my turn, I could have decided to maybe be aggressive with Capcan, challenge the Buck, and potentially be in a kill position. And if not, I could drop and kill Blitz. Okay, I like cover. But yeah, we didn't do that. So anyway, we failed to do any damage.
With no cover.
Yep. Oh, he rolls poorly, but then he re-rolls and actually gets above average here. So average, one above average. So you could kind of translate that over to be average of these two. And this one's definitely above average. So there you go. Keeping it with clean.
Just.
Nice roll here
Right,
with
cool.
the re-roll.
Evens the stakes. Okay, so it's 1, 2.
Decides to end the movement there.
3.
I missed it when Flores. Gotcha. Okay.
5.
Yeah, so drop for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But he does get a bit
Fun.
aggressive with the buck
Fuck,
here.
these characters. Move them downstairs. Fuck. Stairs. What's behind?
Takes Flores up to
And
cover behind Blitz.
that's all. That's 3 characters. Boop. Bah.
So now I end up going for the buck. But I don't like how I don't like it. Buck's able to roll on me. What does he get?
This is where I needed the reroll. God fucking damn it.
Gets a damage. Um, what I think I would have rather done than this, I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna get a no cover shot on him. I'm
Not
gonna
jump
kill
down.
Buck. Right, and now let me back it up and pause this here. What I think would have been better is Capcan contest Flores. Flores has 2 choices. He goes, "Oh, I have crappy dice. I don't want to do this," and gives it up. Or he goes, "I need to protect the bandit or the blitz." So many B's that are both GIGNs. And they fight it out. I roll an extra red. I get good damage on Flores. Um, and then, honestly, if I'm super greedy and just throwing caution to the wind, I could do that and still do this play. I don't know that that would be a good idea, but I could do it. Given that I can't Overwatch again, it's not the worst thing in the world. Definitely trading Capcan's life for Bucks, which is giving up his traps. But as we see at the end of the video, his traps are absolutely useless, at least for this game, because never in this entire game, even after Capcan is dead, did he ever go through a doorway. Um, Always breaches or hatches. So yeah, if this was Frost, that's a different story. We could have gotten some Frost traps, and then we definitely wouldn't play risky. But maybe you could trade. You could go for this fight. It would also depend on how much damage you took from the initial Flores hit. If you think that Buck can kill you or not.
That was fucking dumb.
So anyway, you would have Capcan do that. Flores take some damage. Then you have Bandit do it. Now Flores is in the position of, well, I'm really weak. Am I able to take another 2 red and an orange? Or not, right? Maybe you can bait with the fact that, ooh, Bandit's only got 1 health. Like, you might be able to get something. But either the Flores stays and probably dies, right? To two heavy cover shots of 2 reds and an orange, plus a reroll if I need it, I would kill Flores. So if Flores gives it up, then Blitz can drop, or oh my gosh, Bandit can drop point blank from behind, shoot the Blitz, and probably get that kill, which would alleviate some pressure. Bandit could then maybe wrap around this table. Um, or just something, try to hide somehow, maybe stand behind the table, I don't know. And then that way Flores is going to have to actually drop and commit to get this kill later on. So that's what we should have done. But now we're in this position. And even in this position, there are still things I should have done different. So what I should have done is drop for 1, lean for 2. I should unlean for 3. And then go. So unlean for 3, go 4, lean for 5, and Overwatch facing up. And now I have a close range, no cover shot on anyone who wants to drop here. And I can still take a shot at anybody who may want to try to drop out here. And I can take a shot at anybody who wants to run out this way. And then Bandit should drop this hatch. Because in my head, I'm like, he only has 1 health. Like anywhere I Overwatch him, he's just going to get taken over. Wrong. Drop the hatch. Drop for 1. Maybe go 2, 3. So I at least have. And then lean for 4. So I have light cover and I can maybe get a couple angles looking into the site. And now now I'm actually in a position where I have both of these flanks covered, because that was my problem. I knew he could only watch one. And so, again, I do something stupid. I only cover one because I didn't think about it. How long does it take me to figure it out? So I look at the close range one, thinking I can have cover this way from anybody who drops up here, and I should be all right. But I didn't have enough movement to get down here with cover or anything, so that was really the problem. I now activate Will Bandit, who's going to destroy action, lean for 3. Who's going to do this? I guess to be fair, Bandit would probably die the same way, even if I dropped this way. But well, there's a whole lot of buts here, right? If we had moved a Rooney earlier, like we talked about, then I would have extra cover potential of I could maybe position Capcan, drop for 1, lean for 2, and lean for 3, go here for 4 to Overwatch, and then a Rooney covers. So now a Flores, who's the only one upstairs, if he drops Chase Capcan, he's only going to be able to get a close range shot, which is only going to be a red and an orange. So even if he moves to get me with no cover, he would still have to roll 4, which is ever so slightly above average. So again, just trying to mitigate the chances of me actually losing this and actually losing Capcan. So I could have done that. I do Bandit instead to try to cover from here and here. It's fine. I'm not playing against a sledge, so sitting right here is okay. He has a frag grenade, so maybe I should have backed up still so he couldn't frag me, but he's going to do the smarter thing anyway and Flores drone me. So he does that. Watch there. I send Mirror upstairs, which at this point is a good call. So I can have flexibility again, and I can still cover Rooney's back. He walks in, but runs out of time, so we plant in there. Take a quick look at her mid-range dice and decide I'm still going to do it.
So I'm going to riposte with 2 reds and orange.
So here he gets a slightly above average roll, but pretty close to average. Gets the 3 damage, leaving me. I was like, when did she take damage? At 2 health. I hadn't locked the boards. And then we will use our last Nitro.
Let me.
Nitro, once again, just needs a slightly above average roll, and we max roll it, which is crazy. Kind of wish we could have had some of these Nitro Cell Lux elsewhere and just toned down how crazy they rolled. Is my last so, and then I went 5 here, Nitroed. I sprint for another 1-2 because there are no threats over here anymore. So now I need to get back closer to where the threats really are, which is Blitz. And yeah, sure, Flores could drop for 7, but he's not going to make it to me. So doing this also gets me out of harm's way. So I'm safe to do this. So now it's a fresh round. He does the smart thing. He sends a Flores drone, only needs 1 damage, gets the 1 damage. And then he continues to do the smart thing by dropping here, but now I've given him a mid-range shot instead of a close-range shot. So I've given him better dice. And had we not given him the better dice, even if we just removed this single, I think he already used his reroll. Yeah, he used his reroll here. That would have only been 3 damage, and Capcan would have still been alive. So maybe even with all the other mistakes given, if I had just moved Capcan here, then it would have been still would be mid range, and he could even back up. So yeah, that really doesn't matter. I think really just positioning different here would have been nice because I still could have unleaned a Rooney from here to go 1, 2, 3, lean for 4. nitro 5, sprint for 6, 7. So heck, I could be closer with a Rooney than I am right now had I been over here instead, watching down this backside, and then yeah, we could have extra complicated matters. But unfortunately, the game is still very winnable. But I still managed to throw it. So he's going to can't go back up, so he tucks in.
3, 4.
He runs out of time.
Lost my turn again. Twice in a row, but cost me everyone. Whatever. Go on your turn.
So places there. So now I've got my 2. I could drop for 1, 2, 3, 4. Take a close range light cover shot. But that's just a red and a yellow. The light cover comes from the shield. I don't have any more nitros, so I don't really love that. Rooney's out of it for both of them. So what I do this round, I think, or this turn, I still like almost fully. So drop the mirror up top. No cover. Take the no cover shot from here. It's mid range. It's my best dice.
Yep.
I get the kill with
That
1
was
to
on
spare,
the red from a 1 to a 3. Great.
which was a slightly above average roll again.
Got 1 movement left.
5. So I get the 1 closer that I can get. In Overwatch, I'm still going to get light cover from this. Not that Blitz has any way of breaking the wall, but if he tried to challenge me, maybe from here, I'd still at least have light cover. 1, 2, destroy. 3, 4, 5. Now I thought about this for a split second. Do I Overwatch? Do I sprint? I Overwatched. I probably should have just sprinted because Aruni is going to roll a single red at close range. And this is going to be close range once I am leaned out on. And by being leaned out, it'll be heavy cover, so it guarantees to be no damage. I also do, actually, now that I really look at it, Mira should have an angle out here if he does want to push me. So by sprinting, one, I could try to bait him. But, I mean, I guess it would leave me open for a frag grenade here. To destroy the shock wire and get some chip damage onto me, but given that we're about to be in round 5, I don't think he has enough actions to really afford to do that. So I could sprint. I think. Let me back up. So I have the tool up. So from his position, yeah, he doesn't have line of sight to the square, just barely. So I'm here for 5. I could sprint for 6, lean for 7. So that now, even if he tries to run out and push me, 1, Mira's covering, but 2, I can at least get heavy cover. Essentially, no matter what, and I have this shock wire, so he's not really going to be able to push all the way. So that's really what I should have done. But we don't. Instead, we Overwatch, which isn't the end of the world. I mean, I'm going to have enough movement to do what I should do, but by leaning here, yeah, it would have truly been better. But I don't. I'm thinking about it, but I end up deciding to Overwatch. His turn. At this point, we think it's over, but it's very much not.
It's round 5.
Yeah.
It's oh my fucking god. There's nothing. 1, 2. On the bomb. 3. Lane and Overwatch.
I might have skipped over it, but at some point earlier on, I believe Flores from out here. Oh, I know. I think it was Buck when he steps here before he goes inside. He threw a frag grenade to break the Maestro cam. So my only camera in this room is gone. And then he walked in. So we are leaning
1, 2,
here
3,
for
4,
5.
5. Yeah. Oh, I counted it right. Fuck me. God.
And here's where I really throw. So my Rooney only has 2 health, and I decide, well, I can try to get some chip damage.
Okay. Oh, let's go.
3 yellows and an orange, no reroll. And I'm like, yeah, 3 yellows and an orange. I'll be okay. Heavy cover, no reroll. No. Really humming and hawing over it. So I decided to scoot up and do a destroy action on this wall, which I do like. I would definitely want to still do that no matter what. And then I'm going to go 2, lean 3.
Yeah, shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mid range. Orange and 3 yellow. Wrong's terrible.
And he gets a above average roll. So average, average, above average, and kind of above average, kind of average. Of which he got exact lethal. Or no, even one less would have still killed me. So
Is it?
yeah, excellent.
Did she have 3 health left?
She had 2 health left.
She had 2 left. But when? Oh, right over here.
Yeah.
Yay, Hibana, you did something.
So instead, what I should have done is just leaned into here, done the destroy action from here, and then probably overwatched, given that this is still round 5, we're not in overtime yet. And then Mira would still be able to take her shot and start looping around. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, move here, take her shot, and overwatch, as I'm about to do.
It's a bloodbath. It's a 1v1, right? Well,
Okay.
I'm covering you, so.
A little too far.
Okay, then yay, but nah. This is
So I get Blitz down to 1 HP.
1 health left and no cover.
Yeah,
I mean, there's.
you can shoot and hope to max roll. Yeah, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 would do it. So I mean, yeah, I guess that's your hope at this point. It's getting a crazy blitz shot. Nope, he has an even better play, which he will do.
Nope.
Which, just to sum it up, he's going to smoke grenade me. He is then going to unlean for 1, go 2, 3, 4, 5, sprint for 6, 7 upstairs, making him untouchable. And my only person who is close to the bomb is dead. I can't reach the bomb and I lose. So, what should I have done different? I should not have tried it with a Rooney. It only took a 1 above average roll now that I look at it to get the kill. That was way too risky. Should have just destroyed the wall and overwatched from safety. And then Mira could still do this play and get him to 1 health. And now he'd actually be in the position where if he leaves, a Rooney can rearm. So then it would be actually unwinnable. Another option is Mira was down here, so I could have taken a long range shot with Mira from back here and gone upstairs. Um, honestly, even at the point where Aruni was dead, that's what I should have done instead of pushing up for the mid range shot, which it looks like I got slightly above average on my shot, so I needed 2 above average to get the kill. So, yeah, I kind of thought that he had no way out when he very much had a way out. So, if I had instead done a long range shot, got whatever damage I got, which even at worst case here would have been 1 damage. Yeah, get 1 damage through on Blitz, go upstairs. Now Blitz would only have, 4 health? And Blitz would have to decide again, where do I look? Do I watch my back? Do I watch this flank? Because I could drop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and if I can roll this again, I kill him, right? So 1 damage I needed. Or does he watch from here? Because I can push this way and take a shot. I can push this way and take a shot. I can walk up. So really, he's got to pick one of these lanes to watch. At best, maybe he walks down here and overwatches from here. Yeah, at which point I can at least drop for 1, 2, lean for 3, or maybe. This becomes tough if he does go here, which is probably the best play. because he can see this and he can see this way since it's one row up. I think the best would probably be to drop 1, 2, and then go 3. I'm pretty sure that's line of sight. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let him take his shot, and then depending on how much health I have left, kind of see what happens. But this still becomes very sketchy, I guess, at this point. Can't really move up this way, and I don't really want to make it a close range fight because then he has better dice and I still have the same dice. So, yeah, I mean, really, if I hadn't thrown Aruni's life away, then this would have been easy peasy. But it went from a 4v2 to a 2v2 because he got 2 kills with Flores, and then even in a 2v1, he managed to pull it out. So, um, yeah, great job on his part. I really screwed up at multiple points here, but hopefully you learned from my mistakes. I'll catch you guys later.